Hey, we're here at MCM Comic EGX and it's time for our full walk around. And here we are in the first corner. There is some promotions for the new Captain America movie, which is out next year. This is really cool. So over here in the corner, we have this random Sylvanian family store. A lot of very, very cute things. I think there is a Lord of the Rings spin-off. Nicholas Pet Shop has even got a store. Who thought of the day where the Littlest Pet Shop has a store at MCM Comic Con? Selling a load of their merch. Cool. So we're going to try and get around most of this con. It's very big. It is 2 halls. It's huge. So we're at the MCM store called Anime Limited. It's over here. Hi Keith. They do really cool vinyl releases and DVD and Blu-ray releases. I think more Blu-ray. I think just like you were like me, old money. You still use Blu-ray, DVDs. You have this cocaine experience, which you'll see a bit more of in a moment. You've got the Power Rangers over there. You've got Zach. If you want to say hello to Zach, please do. He's a really lovely guy. Here is the pop stall, because every single Comic-Con needs, but I will admit, there is a lot less pop stalls than it used to be. There was a time where it did feel a bit like the pop stalls were taking over the con. The section you have to kind of be careful at, it's the guest signings. I won't be coming any nearer because I do respect a lot of these people. They unfortunately, not unfortunately, why was I unfortunately? They how they make their living is getting photos taken and stuff. So I can understand if they're a little bit camera shy.
Oh guys, 1 minute.
Can you do a picture?
We've got Deadpool here, that's pretty cool. I like this stall. They have a very nice Kirby jumper. So yeah, Zach from the Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers, is here. He has a stall, you can like meet him. Oh, they got the toy Demon Slayer toys. The Demon Slayer sword toy. I don't think I've ever seen one in person outside of Japan. You can see lots and lots of different. So sometimes it's hard to do these because there comes that moment where you're like, did I go over here already? I definitely haven't gone over here. These are the cool rugs. I do need to buy one. I was like going to buy one of the Berserk ones. So over here they have the arcade experience, where there's a camera that goes around you. I had it done earlier. Luckily when there was a lot less of a line. We got the lottery Bankuji. Got a little bit more of Anime Limited. And their wonderful stock. And over here we've got Bandai Namco with their gachapons.
That's fine. So we do have.
So yeah, I think it's been a while since I normally just do a short one of these, but I decided today to try out a longer sort of walk around Comic Con. I'm going to try and keep to some sort of order. So there are lots and lots of gachapon here. Of course, there is the cross store in central London. if you haven't got a chance to come to MCM. And I think they're all over the country. There's a few. Get in here. They even have some in the north. Got one in the Metro Centre in Newcastle. So they really do. They really are popping up and down the country, which is really nice. And here are some in display, including I Am Steve. Sorry for my terrible Jack Black impression. I will not do it again today. I'm just kind of nuts how big this place became, because like, I think this is 18 years. 18 years I figured out since I first came to Comic Con, 2006, October 2006, Sunday. It's a Sunday. That's when MCM was only open for 2 days. Back when Saturday, everyone would queue up and be like, you got the Ink anime. They have some really lovely art. I've seen a lot of their art. It's really, really nice. It's absolutely gorgeous.
But she was a very beautiful person.
Got the maid stall, I believe. So you need that is a stall to check out. It's a spooky character over there. I like these Tamagotchi bags. They're really cool.
Oh, sorry,
And we've got the lottery over here. We got the Gundam store, which I don't think has a line anymore. This is the first thing I ran to, but there is stuff that has like limited stock. They have a lot of the different grades. They have some con exclusives. Lots of different sets. Some of them are so nice. We've got some of the SD. I picked up some of these today. I picked up some of the Haro bots. And here are the exclusives they have here today. Again, this is on till Sunday. So they've got the Patrick Star game, which is a A++. And here is the Bandai store over here. Not the Cross store, it's the Bandai. You've got Godzilla. You've got to love a bit of Godzilla. I was going to make a Godzuki joke there, but I don't think it's weird. I think Godzuki was an original character. You know, Godzilla has a son in the movies. It's technically counted as another character, it's not Godzuki. My understanding is, I think Marvel did this as well. They got the rights to Godzilla, but they didn't get the rights to any other character to use in the Godzilla universe. So I think they have to be like, no, yeah, that's not Godzilla. That's not Godzilla's son. That's Godzuki. That's an entirely different character. So yeah, so that's a fun fact there. So if you ever call Godzilla, even though I don't think he's been in a movie for a long time, Godzilla's son, it's not Godzuki. Godzuki is the cartoon series only. Got some lovely One Piece bits here. Some more bits and bobs on display. There's even a one-piece trading card area with some lovely big posters. And here are the arcade where different prizes. Buys a prize every time. You can have a one-piece one, which is kind of tempting. And you could somehow try and win two at once. It'll make the £14 worth it. So we got a load of preview game, and here is the cool thing. Two cool things. One is up here. Let's take a look at this boy. There he is. There is the main man. I love that inflatable. That is so cool. Just wish they'd do more things like this at MCM. Like, keep this up, Bandai. We have a lot of pop vinyl toys here today. And we got another inflatable from Little Nightmares 3. Unfortunately, I've not played Little Nightmares 1 or 2, but definitely gives you sense, oh wow, one of the eyes closed. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Oh, isn't that the game that has like a load of HoloLive crossovers? I swear it is. Wherever the HoloLive crossovers come over. I mean, it had a Plus. It may have been a totally different game, I'm sorry. If I got that one, please put it in the comments. Also, remember, you see anything you like in the comments, just like put the timestamp and be like, oh cool, I really like that. I just like to see what the sort of things people like. So when I do these in the future, I will be making sure to feature more of them. If you like these, I know there's a HoloLive one coming out soon of Ame, unfortunately, Ame card, departed Ame, and of Gumba. That's really cool. I like this series. Got some more kawaii stuff, kawaii hats. Souvenirs. I am probably missing bits out, unfortunately, but this con is so big this year. I can't believe how big.
It's actually crazy.
Got loads of really nice prize figures. Oh wow, they got the pop-up parades. They don't have the Goomba one, which I've still not got. I like they got like posters for the freer end card game. It's a card game that takes years to finish and you watch everyone around you die. God, that's dark. I'm just checking there's no HoloLive cards. There's one store that has the HoloLive cards. And of course it's the store that has all the HoloLive stuff. So this is just been spotted. Credits to Anime Blu-ray UK. Actually, he's the one pointed this out on Twitter. Crunchyroll kind of casually announced on 2025 we'll be getting Sailor Moon on DVD and Blu-ray for the second ever time. I think there was a release years ago from MVM that didn't go too well. I think it almost bankrupted the company at the time. But it's a really hard to find release now. Unfortunately, it was the notorious Saban English dub with the Moon Says. Wasn't it Moon Says or whatever it was called? It's really hard to find. It's a bit like the so we've got Crunchyroll here. They got lots of. We have a look in the vlog. We have a cool Luffy gear. It's that 5th gear Luffy. Oh, we've got a really cool robot store. I have actually come. You know, I've got Optimus Prime and some other Transformers. They actually move. They are so realistic. There's like a little Buzz Lightyear display over there. Just look how cool. If I had the money. I didn't go spend all my money on Pokemon cards today. As you see, there is so much to see here at Comic Con. I finally got to the end of one section. I finally got to the end of where the autographs are. I just saw Gura cosplay. It's so cool. Well, that's cool. More trading cards. I haven't seen this one. I have bought so many singles today. I have not bought a single pack. They got some interesting packs there for sure. And they got this cool section that has lots of droids and stuff. That was so cool. Look at these droids. Look how much detail. Oh wow, he moved. Hello. Say hello to the video. Everyone who's watching, say hello to people at home. Oh, you even got the land feeder. That's so cool. Oh, it's like a little race course. That's adorable. It's like droid racing. Oh, it's like droid racing. It's like Robot Wars. You like the first series of Robot Wars where they have to go through a course. I mean, they got rid of it like in the second series. They're like, no, this is all about fighting now. Yeah, like the first series of the UK Robot Wars. Ah, they got the Mystery Machine. That's so cool. I love this sort of thing where someone really just goes to town. Scoob and Co, I think, are in there, solving another mystery. The second I thought that was Goodnight Pom Pom, and I was like hyperventilating and going, buy! I must buy Pom Pom. So I love Goodnight Pom Pom. I don't like Pom Pom as a character. Pom Pom as a character is a terrible person. That's part of the reason why I like Goodnight Pom Pom. You love a God, you like that series, but the love of God, do not like the main character. He does some pretty terrible stuff. This still was like, hey, do you want to get copyright infringement? I have to be careful, I'm afraid. So if I like cut away from stuff, I am trying not to get copyrighted music on here. So the audio cuts out. Wow, Tokyo Toys are even doing Pokemon singles. Who would have thought it? I know recently, over the last few years, they have dabbled into Pokemon cards. I remember Tokyo Toys like one of the main sponsors. I think we've got like Pokemon Rumble. They even got I do like that Snip has a really nice store. Some absolutely amazing posters there. Please check it out. Oh, we're coming back. We gotta have a look at Buzz. Buzz having a dance. I got some video of him earlier. Buzz just stops when I get here. Here he goes. That is so cool. It's like, I'm like, I don't want my camera to run out of charge before you get all the way around the corner. I've just given it a charge up.
Oh my god, that's like it.
Some really cute Pokemon plushes here. So we will be looking at EGX. I probably will have it in the chapters. So guys, if you want, I understand there are some people who are probably here solely for EGX and EGX alone. So I don't feel bad if you're like, hey Tim, I just want to look at EGX. I will hopefully have it chaptered when we hit EGX. I mean, I'm not encouraging you to do it, but yeah, so we will be looking around EGX. Now, EGX is just part of this show. Some people actually have asked saying, oh, is it a new ticket? Someone was asking me, is it, you know, you got to pay for a ticket for EGX? No, it's all one ticket and one ticket alone. We've got Lucara. Oh god, someone's got the Minic chest, dragging it around from Free Ren. So cute. And Dreamy Bows, of course, we've got more Tokyo toys, lots of plushes. Oh, we got the Doki Japanese tableware. Where you get your chopsticks and your bowls. Okay, that art just does like give me pun. Good night pun. This one's already gone home for the day. I mean, that's like the creator stage. And of course, we've got one of the best stalls here. It's the Hololive stall. They are all in jail. They all deserve to be in jail. Especially this one. Oh, they even got Kiara. Oh wow, they are mostly sold out of the Hololive figures. I'm bad, I picked one up earlier. There is more. We've got more HoloLive. There's even like Ina jackets. I picked up a Bibu t-shirt today. Oh my days, there's a Falco. Falco from Star Fox. I love Star. That's Lilac Wars, a Star Wing. Because they couldn't quite decide what they were going to call it in this country. I think someone had copyrighted the name Star. No, that's it. There was a German company called Star Vox. And they were just concerned that Star Vox would be like, Star Vox and Star Fox sounds very alike. So that's why for the first couple of years or the first 2 games, it's not called Star Fox. The first one's called Star Wing in the UK, and the second one's called Lilac Wars in the UK, which is weird because you think they just called it Lilac Wars 64, which would have probably helped it sell more. I think actually Lilac Wars did sell quite well over here. I had it as a kid. One of my all-time favorite games. The game is really replayable, and there was so many, there's so many little secrets. Like even now as a grown-up, I'm finding out about new secrets. It's like little things, like conversations you can have. I never knew on the build level that you don't shoot down any of the allies. You can get like a different response from Bill at the end. There's like the slightest different response, but it's so cool. Like, wow, I played this game to death as a child, and it's amazing that there are still stuff I just didn't know about. We got this amazing Transformers 1. We got Optimus Prime. It's a really cool Optimus Prime. I know people really like the Hasbro store. I've already seen his videos up of people going around this. So I might as well join in. If this is what the viewers want, this is what the viewers will get. Okay, we got a nice Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. I have to do these. I always do that when the NES game where it goes Ghostbusters. It just always cracks me up. Just how pathetic he says. Okay, yeah. So when they released the NES Ghostbusters game, they actually got someone to say Ghostbusters, but they had to really decompress it for it to work on the NES. So when he says it, it just sounds really, really weird.
No, she was here.
It sounds like a Ghostbusters. We've got some Marvel stuff. Oh, some more classic.
It's because he's such a ridiculous character.
We've got some Transformers over here. Personally, I've never gone into Transformers, but I'm hearing really good things about the new Transformers 1 movie. I've actually been told, I think that's actually is a good place actually to start if you're like me. I could just never really get into the franchise. I kind of consider it when some people say, I can never get into Pokemon. It's just, I was just that little bit too old for it or too young for it. And I can understand, says most people, Pokemon are pretty stupid. And I mean, that's kind of like what Transformers. So when people go to say, oh, there's a bit like Transformers with me. We got a Blade. There's a contest going on at the moment. We've got some cutouts of the characters. I've never even watched Beyblades back in the day, so I won't be able to tell what these characters are called. I think that's another one. It just came out a little bit after. I remember watching some of the early Yu-Gi-Oh, and I mean, by that point I was sort of in my teens. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do these sort of let's buy stuff anime too. I do remember one Blade because it came free in a cereal box. My daddy was in high school by that point, so unfortunately that's why Magic Madhouse. So we got the Disney. Can't believe this has been half an hour already, and we're not even on a Hall 2. We're not even. I mean, we got Artist Alley. We got Artist Alley to do. Still. This Disney store. It's good to see Disney paying some attention to Comic Con. It would be nice if they did a really big tour like they did a few years back. But this is a start. It does feel like a lot more big stalls are coming back. We got some Magic now. We've got so many Pokemon blushes. So many. That's so cool. Got Cyndaquil. Of course, there was some controversy about its evolution in the last 2 weeks. But Cyndaquil did nothing wrong. Hashtag Cyndaquil did nothing wrong. So here we are. Oh, I like that Shadow. I like that Shadow the Hedgehog t-shirt. It's like the Akira. I've been told Shadow's bicycle is in the EGX. I've not found it yet. And also apparently Sonic is doing meet and greets over there. Of course, I met Sonic a few weeks ago at a different show, at a trade show. But that's actually nice. That's nice because the trade show, I understand, not everyone's going to be allowed to really go to. It is meant for professional people. I kind of just show up on YouTube there. They don't seem to have any problem with it, so. Got some cool videos, some more Pokemon cards. A lot of Pokemon cards this weekend. Earlier on I was at a store and the guy had the vending card series and I was just like, I love that series so much. It's a very obscure series that was only ever released in Japan. In vending cards, and an AR machine, and it's really good. There is some really funny art because a lot of it is like art children sent in, and it's actually really I kind of love when Pokemon used to do stuff like that, where I think a lot more stuff is like it has to be on model. I love sort of derpy Pokemon cards. I just love it where they will do something derpy, they will acknowledge. Here's some more Gachapons. We even got Blue Lock. Got more Pokemon cards. Got some old ones. Please be nice to me. Rebecca would like that one. Has a frog on it. She loves her frogs. Here, like some of the YouTube meet and greets. Brotherhood a game over there. Another big deal. I picked up so many cards. I was so fast and horrible for the guy that was serving me. I was like, I would like that card. I like that card. And then there'd be certain cards where there'd be like multiple cards. And he goes, so you're going to have to pick which one you want. So I'm like, oh, decision. No, honestly, God, you are that guy. You are so legendary. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I was really happy. I picked up a Blastoise for £15, original Blastoise. These are like very loved cards. Literally, you send them in for grading, they would probably get a 0. Probably they would actually send them back and say, you don't send us cards like this. We got Forbidden Planet, yay! Sure, they not got any Gundams. I don't think they have any Gundams. The Venom Man has become really, really good for Gundam. Ah, they got Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Somehow everything is called GX, but their name still sucks. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! It's cool to see. Oh, I have seen something so cool. I've seen the Wallace and Gromit Christmas jumper. That's totally wrong. Oh, and there's the other Pokemon advert. I bought last year's one here for £20. Toys Master are here. They have a really, really casual stall. And they're just like, yeah, we're just selling a load of old Pokemon stock off really cheap, like half sticker price. So I just went in there and I was like, they had like some Elite Trainer boxes that they're all from sets I really never liked, like Battle Styles. But like £25 for a Battle Styles Elite Trainer box, that ain't bad. Like, the sort of thing, you put that away, you'd probably easily double your money on that in a year or two time if you're doing that sort of thing. And of course, if you have someone like me who just wants to open them, but for me, it was more like, oh, I'm gonna more like probably want to open it. And I was gonna be honest, I just really dislike that set. So it was kind of like the idea of having to open the set.
Yeah.
So this is more over to the artist alley. So this is like where some of the YouTube content is. It feels like the place is so big.
So you know, the way you make it up.
Oh my god, they got the penguin from Wallace and Gromit. I love the penguin from Wallace.
Yeah.
I know he actually has a name. Rebecca told me he has a name. She even told me his name. Are you actually going? Wait, you get me? I'm pretty sure that his name appears like it's on like a poster or something. I'm trying to remember they actually ever say his name in the short. You probably do as a child. I was probably a very dumb child. I didn't realise what his name is. Like Feathers but short or something. Because Rebecca has a what's it called? Has a her phone cases of him. So when like the new movie's like, oh my god, is that Minnick down there? I think that's Minnick. Don't tell Free Ren. She's gonna be over here. She's gonna be over here trying to get in. So this is like a lot of the content creator stuff. It's like YouTubers and cosplayers and other online folks. Wow, we even got Sweatshop Studios. That is nostalgic. I really love Hart. She does quite a lot of voices. She's a British voice actress who's actually done quite a lot of characters. Mr. Penten is over there. Good for. He always seems to enjoy the channel. Give a shout out to Penten, the VTuber. So as you can see, we're over at Artist Alley. Wow, almost 40 minutes in. Artist Alley itself is probably going to take quite a while. My days, it's going to be over like an hour. My god, we just incepted with Comic Con news. It's like, I just realised that if both our channels sort of whack into each other, well, that's going to cause a black hole for Comic Con. Oh god, I just realised. I think we're going around at the same time. I think what you do is watch this one and then the Comic Con news one. And just like every time we end up walking past each other. I just react to the other chat and be like, hey, where's the Comic Con news audience? So it's like nice, and it's like just it just wiggles the audience around. It's like a little bit over here, a little bit over there. It's so wow. We're like gonna get to 45 minutes in, and we're not even flipping our asses at it yet. Oh my days. That is wild. I do love this store. Guys, do more things like this. I don't care if it costs loads of money. I just think it's cool. Here's Viz Media. Loads and loads of manga. Talking about Pun Pun. Good Night Pun Pun is a must read. It's one of them things that you can never animate that. I understand why they can't never animate that. And I think the author, I actually do have respect for the author to realize it's going to be like a Yukamaki. If they animated it, it wouldn't. Actually, tell you the truth, I think Goodnight Pun Pun would work better as a live action and have Pun Pun be the only one animated. And I can imagine like the creator like, yeah, I don't really want it to be like that. Yeah, if you read Pun Pun, you'll understand. It has a very interesting art style. "41 minutes and I'm not even through one whole." We're just about to hit ours, Sally. Here we go into Artist Alley. One of the best parts of the cons, in my opinion. Wow, it's really crowded even at this time. Like, we've gotten quite lucky. We've not really walked into lots of big crowds. So I'm going to try my best to get as much without shoving the camera too much in people's faces. It's kind of that awkward. I do understand people really don't like the camera, and you say I can respect that. I do apologise to anyone if, you know, I have made anyone feel a bit like I am more just trying to get like the atmosphere here. I am shocked but also happy to see how busy the Artist Alley is. I have heard from nothing this year has been really, really busy. I think what they've done is the fact they put EGX at the same time. There's a lot of people who have never been to MCM because they'd only ever go to EGX. They'd only really want video game stuff.
If I get lost, I'll know what to do.
And now they're like, wow, like look at all this really cool stuff. Oh wow, they even got like Paddington Bear. I freaking love Paddington Bear. My days, I think it's going to take us a whole hour to fully walk around this hall. I think there'll be people that go, oh, I walked around in half an hour. This is proof. This is proof. This is the proof. He's speaking me more, and this is like not really looking at anything. This is there's stuff I'm like, oh, I probably would actually look at that if it wasn't for the fact I'm doing this walk and talk right now. Like I have stopped. I did look at the Buzz Lightyears. I did look at the Optimus Prime, and I did take a stop at a few of the stores. But more Hololive. I've already got a lot of the sticker sheets from that one. But it's fun seeing like there will be that person and they update it every year to the new generation or the new EN generation. I like this. Just how many different things. You got so many creative people. I just love this has become a. I don't know. I said this. Okay, that was so awkward. I kind of said it in the Megacon video, and they kind of did that thing with AI art, which I really hope they have learned their lesson on. I will probably be back at Megacon next year, but it was just very disappointing, that whole situation, where I literally had done a video that's saying, oh look, they really do support the artists, and then they kind of they weren't the greatest about AI art, and I was like, it's a real shame. It's a real shame. Like, it's not a. But I say it'll be here in February. The only thing is I am going to have to have travelled a very long way the day before. That's all I'm going to say. So when we get to the Megacon video, you're probably going to have a very sleepy Tim.
You know.
If they are here, right? They're in America.
As you can see, some of the artists here have like actually drawn for comics, and they'll have their work. I mean, like the guy who drew, or some of the people drew in the Beano. Talking of that, there's like the guy who draws in the Beano. You want to know who currently draws Dennis the Menace? It's that guy over there, Nigel Parkinson. Yeah, that's really cool that he comes to these events. How about I say, we may have confused some of our American viewers here. In England, Dennis the Menace is essentially a totally different character. Our one is actually a pain in the butt and actually does naughty things. Compared to the American one, that is just kind of oh, I don't think he's supposed to do that type character. Yeah, one of the really interesting things, I think they both published within 2 weeks of each other. I think the UK one published like 2 weeks earlier. And my understanding is that both guys who created like their own Dennises met up and they just had a gentleman's agreement that essentially if the other Dennis goes into their territory, so our Dennis goes there, they won't refer to him as Dennis the Menace. So my understanding that Dennis, UK Dennis in America has always been referred to as Dennis and Masher, while US Dennis, when it's released over here, is just referred to as Dennis. Now this is the weird thing, because there was a live action Dennis and Menace American version, not the UK one. And there's a really funny story I remember reading on the forum where someone was saying, as a child, they went to go and see it, thinking it was like, oh, cool, an adaptation of the Beano comic. And they got there and they watched it and they went, oh, it's fine. It's just a very different. They changed a lot of things. You know, they didn't put Nasher in there. Yeah, Pie Face isn't in it. I've forgotten the name of his other friend. I just love the idea as a child, just like not quite understanding it and coming out of it, going, okay, like, he doesn't wear the red and black jumper. It's like, it's okay. It's just he's just in the other direction. we are near the end of the artist alley. I am like, I just get into that moment where I'm like, oh my god, we are very likely going to make it to a whole hour walking around one hall. And wow, this video is going to be like 2 hours long. I could not believe I had spent this long talking. It's like the idea of like, oh, I got a whole other hall to get around. I think it's more now the case of will my battery last before we get to the end. At least we've gotten to the artist alley. I hope I am the side of EGX next because I do want to actually look around the EGX. Because I think that's the only section I'm not fully. I mean, there's a lot of more indie games in there this time. But yet again, please do, if you do like the look of something, please put the time stamp on it. I've actually been told that really can help with videos on YouTube. If someone comments something, if you like something, put the timestamp on it. Someone was like, me and another YouTuber were having a conversation, and we were sort of sharing like tips we found, and I was talking to her about chapters, and I said, actually, I've been finding a lot of chapters because some people say don't put chapters on your video because people just skip around to the stuff they want to see, and I sort of said like, oh, I think it's like the Japan videos. I noticed that there is a big skip to when I actually get on the plane, which I understand, you know, people just don't want to see me lark around the airport. They're probably not very interested in that, and there's like a humongous intention, and I noticed that video always gets put out to people. So I was talking to her, and she said, yeah, I have. She said, but I said to her, you know, I use chapters. I explained to her how I use them, and she said, yeah, that's the right thing to do, and that was kind of like the advice she gave me back. She said, like, if you can get someone to put a timestamp on something in the comments, people will go to that timestamp and it will cause a big spike in the video. So it's just a very interesting. So guys, if you want to comment, like, it would be a humongous help if you like got a bit of timestamp. I'm gonna walk over to this corner over here so I don't have to walk all the way back over. So fun fact, this video may have just come out. I think literally it is out on the channel right now, which doesn't really mean anything because this will be out probably a few hours later. Genshin said, my mic ran out of battery, and I didn't realise. So most of it, I had no audio. So I ended up having to edit a whole, pretty much 90% of a video with no. And it was a real vibe video in the end. I actually kind of liked it. It was like, I was sort of stuck in that middle, like, do I carry on doing videos where I yap? Or maybe I'll do stuff where I yap a little bit. We're at 59. Oh yeah, you do spot yourself. Put the timestamp. Please put the timestamp. Or you see a cosplayer that's really cool that you like the look of, you know, who's like your favorite character. He just put the timestamp. Put the timestamp. Apparently, that's what this gal told me. She said it really helps. And I have noticed that on YouTube. You can get a video like, hey, if you like, a lot of people think, but you just have a spike. You just have sort of that couple of moments where like something really wild happens just for a couple of moments. You can get.
That's where like the.
Sorry.
Hi.
Just to say, your bag is a little bit up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just you're walking.
Oh, so I was just letting me know my bag was slightly open. It was like the teeniest bit. But I think it's just someone looking out for me, just being like, yeah, someone could potentially open that. Don't worry, I think all the stuff at the top is like pretty useless. saying it is useful now that I have the pause feature. Okay, so we did do this in like 55 minutes. Now with the pause feature as well on when I'm live recording, or essentially, this means I won't have to go to the editing room. I can teleport us over to the other hall. So we did this literally in 56 minutes. Let's go over to the other hall. And here we are. We're going to start on hall 2. We're going to start with Pop Asia and hope they don't start playing copyrighted music. I know the tech man. James, you better not start playing copyrighted music or I will have words. Luckily this section over here is just food. I'm not going to go over to that. But yeah, you want to know, there's lots of tables. Actually, that's good to see. And yeah, over here, lots and lots and lots and lots. There's like idol performances. I mean, there's like, there's lots of different things. There's like different timetable. They always have a nice mixture here. Then they got the origami. I always remember once I did a Untitled Goose Game. I had a puppet, and I remember getting a message from the lady over here, and she was like, "Oh, come by my stall. I have something for you." And I came over, and she made me like an origami version of the goose from Goose Game, and it still sits like on my side with pride. It's like such a nice gesture. She just made it for me, and I was like, this is actually just before. I did the MCM before Anime UK existed, which was actually a good couple of years because we had that like year and a bit of no. I said yeah, we had 2 MCNs cancelled in 2020, and we had the first one in May. And that's it. October 2021 was the first one that came back. That was an interesting MCM. It was a bit. That's what I was saying earlier on the shorter walk around. That I feel like MCM has kind of really upped its game this time. Like, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm saying there is still a lot of things that could be a lot better. I would like to see some non-voice actor anime guests, but I know that's just me. I know in the past they used to have like directors and things come over, and I do know the voice actors. The voice actors are actually really lovely. I actually do, I'm lucky enough to know some of them personally. They're all really lovely people. But for me, I really like it when you get to meet the directors, the people behind the scenes. But even the other people who did the music, or maybe even some of the lesser jobs, some of the.
So we're building up.
Okay, good. It looks like this one is going to be a lot smaller because I'll be able to screen if I have to go. So it's not going to be a 2-hour video. Yay! Talking about it, we're just about to hit 1 hour. If you still made it to this point, congratulations. I would say I am shocked how the Empress is here. That's really cool. Really cool to see Empress. I am really shocked about how, I don't know what I was shocked at. I was about to say I was really shocked about something. I forgot about the thing I was shocked about. So I must have not been that shocked. We got some nice cups here. Oh my god, I got like a Michael Scott. I just recently watched The American Office. I hate Ricky Gervais with a passion. So I'd always been put off. I was like, I'm not going to give Ricky Gervais any money or like respect. I'm always going to hate the English one. And I watched it on the plane back to Japan last year, and it was like the first series, and I was like, okay, this has some like interesting like character dynamics. And I just like came home and started watching the rest, and I went, actually, I really like this show. I feel bad. I was so horrible about it all these years. But yeah, it's generally a really funny. I think one of the things that really makes me laugh in the show, in The Office, is, I know this character is not in the English version. I just really love. Well, I should also be horrified for this poor man. I just really love Michael and Toby's relationship. Just kind of how much. But it's just so genuine. Really sad because the guy who played Toby was at a Comic-Con during the summer, and unfortunately I couldn't. Oh my god, I love that Ina up there. That Ina. She's like, wow. You gotta love a bit of Ina. Who doesn't like Ina? Because we got more Pokemon. Wow, we even got ocarinas. Yeah, I really love Toby as a character. Just how much. Poor Michael. I think the best one is at Jim and Pan's wedding, and Michael doesn't have a room, and he, like, you know, Toby very nicely offers, and he's like really polite about it, and he just turns around and goes, Toby, you are sleeping alone tonight, just like you are every other night. I'm just like, Michael, you just have no chill. You're literally like, you know, this is how horrible you are, Tim, the entire series. Oh, see those ocarinas earlier remind me of the story. I wasn't at this con. There was kind of a notorious con. I'm not going to say the name of the con, but it's funny because someone at another con recently actually apologized for this con. There was there was some hoo-ha at this con, and I kind of had a bit of a falling out with this con. I never went, and people said I was doing very hard in this con, and essentially they went out of business before their second con and lost a load of people their money. But the first edition of this con, there was some Link cosplayer who I don't quite. Okay, I'm going to say it in the nicest way. He's like the main character in Delicious in a Dungeon. He doesn't quite understand social norms, and apparently he was running around the con playing Link, like on the ocarina, the same song over and over again, and just everyone who was complaining about this con was going on. There was this kid, and he was like dressed as Link, and he just would not stop playing the ocarina. And I mean, this someone just went on the forum and said, like, my god, will this guy ever shut up? And he came on and was just like, I'm so sorry, I will never bring the ocarina again. And everyone's like, good, you really shouldn't off the first time. And I remember finding there's like a review of this convention still up somewhere, and someone just goes on like an entire paragraph rant about this poor kid. And every time I just see, even though I wasn't at this event, I was just like, oh yeah, remember that time there was that guy who just would not stop playing the ocarina. So yeah, I am so tired, I can tell you that now. Wow, Pop Mart actually doesn't have much of a line right now. Has a little bit of a line. I really noticed in Pop Mart, really. I do actually want to do some videos on Pop Mart. They're doing more anime stuff. They do some very interesting stuff, I feel. I noticed that like an hour and 5 minutes in, we were actually half of a section. I mean, I will admit there is that big food section, that's probably why. I generally thought it would be a lot longer in this hall. That's why I was like, wow, the first one was like almost an hour. The other case, there isn't a lot in here. I mean, there's a lot more like video game stuff. Traveling man. The traveling, I like just little things like this, like the press board. But they're just liking all these little things. Wow, Traveling Man even has Gumpler. I didn't even notice. They've always done Gumpler. I totally just never noticed. I have to admit, I am kind of new into Gumpler model kits. It's interesting, like there'll be corners like this that's really unbusy, and you go to artists like this, and it's absolutely thriving. I thought for a second there was something on my thing, but I think it's my mic trying to attack me. Oh no, is my mic gone? Oh no, it has still on. Sorry, I was like for a moment, I thought the same what happened yesterday happened, where my mic. Sorry about that, people. I had to check that. I was like, I didn't want. Yesterday, I was doing a video and against my microphone. Oh, there we are. I couldn't see the green light, and I realized it's outside. I think after this, I am going to the chicken shop and passing out because I am back in here tomorrow. I'm not here on Sunday, so if you wanna see me Sunday, unfortunately, alas, I will not be here. Some nice Pokemon cards. I got a Belly Bop full out there. Don't tell Rebecca. She likes Belly Bop. Yeah, even otter2.co.uk. Like, I think they were like one of the first or still longest running. I know one of them recently just shot. I had the name on the tip of my tongue. I was about to say the name and then I forgot it. There was another long running still. Can't believe we're like an hour and 10 minutes into this pretty much. And we're not at EGX yet. So guys, if you're waiting for EGX, it is coming. Or it hopefully is, as long as we don't run out of charge. So yeah, Toy Master right here. I don't know if I brought this up earlier. Now I'm getting to the point, like, did I bring this up earlier? So Toy Master right here. I think I did briefly bring this up. And they have a load of Pokemon cards. Like, it's like unheard of, like, for so long. Pokemon card products sold out, you know. It would just always stay about the same price. Maybe you're lucky there'd be the minor, littlest of reductions. Go on. But the one store, I realise there's one store I've not found. Whether they're not here today or they're not doing it this time, there's this one guy and he always did Pokemon cubes of vintage Japanese sets. And oh, they always are really good. They got still the big Pokemon. I bought that last year for £200 and I got really lucky. Wow, there got some really old stuff here. I picked some cards up here earlier. I was about to say, was this where? I know what I picked up. I picked up something really cool. I picked up something really cool here earlier. Oh, that's it. It was the Execute, the multi-language Execute. I'm not sure. It may be a reprint, which I don't mind actually. Okay, I just think it's a really cool card. It's like an Execute. It has really derpy art on it, and it's like multi-language, so it's like in Japanese, and then it right next to it, it has the English translation of everything. It's just like an interesting card. It's the only card I've ever known them to release like that. So as I said, it has like Execute in Japanese, and then they'll say Execute again in English. So I think it's like a help teach English. type thing. We are so near the end. Of MCM, and then we have to go through all of EGX. So we're at 1 hour and 11 minutes, which is still just incredible. We got this long. I think it's going to be the longest MCM video. But I have definitely done a full walk around. I remember back in the days, these were really annoying to do because so many times I normally in cosplay and I get stopped over and over again. I'm just like, it was always a fun edit. Because you have to remember, I guess, where I stopped and this is where I carry on. Like last time, unfortunately, I wasn't at MCM that long. So I screwed up my days off, so I had to go into work both the days I was here. And I think normally just sometimes this does take a lot of work. So I'm always just a little bit like, right, we're getting near. We're getting very near. Now we're at the Dungeons and Dragons area, which I've not been to yet. I just realised, I didn't realise there was a whole section here. I think me and Tonio, remember Tonio from Tonio Tai? You see it in the vlog. We got up to some mischief.
Hello, adventurer, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
I'm glad to hear. Please have a look at our little dragon gallery right here.
Oh, splendid, splendid, thank you. Oh, I love it. I love it when people are in character like that. I'm to the point where I'm like, I am looking forward to that chicken shop so much right now. We got a lot of cool Dungeons and Dragons stuff. That's neat. As I said, I love it. I love it that people are paying more attention to this place again. Just for so long. It's not got the love it's deserved. I understand the pandemic happened. Oh, and that's the eye thing over there. I'm gonna walk around a long way because I think people are playing Dungeons and Dragons and I don't want to disturb them. But yeah, they're doing a challenge where I think you roll a certain number, you get a certain prize. I did it earlier. I got some dice. I got loads of dice. Tonio gave me some dice, which is kind of nice because I do actually have some friends who I play tabletop with. Even though I don't do it a lot, it's kind of like, hey, cool. I have some dice now. Here's the cosplay area. It's sponsored by AliExpress.
Or the vessel that you were diving in was too small, and so you're going to get blotches. So that's the
Cosplay Essential, sponsored by AliExpress.
Very precise. If you want to be able to
I mean, it's going to be a very good place to get costumes. Just not for me because they never do them in the side.
Basically, the expensive ones, honestly,
Oh, I love these. These are so cool. They're like, I guess, all broken 3DSs or DSs, and they have like Pokemon coming out of them. It should. Actually, at the car boot, you see so many like broken DSs. He's not. I mean, more funny when people actually want real money for them. They're like, yeah, I want like 50 quid for that. And you're like, dude, even if it's mint, it's not worth that. But sometimes you get really. There was one car boot that I always dubbed the DSs are £5 here because it was huge, and this was in a time where there was like nothing. No one cared about the DS. The DS, like the 3DS, had just come out, and every like. No, I mean like the 3DS had fully taken over. I mean like, and you just go to this car boot and you just always find a store, and it just always became a gag where I go, how much is this? And they're like, oh, £5 for a DS, and you're just like, okay, I'm picking these up, and I'm one of these people. I like collecting the colours. Of course, there are some that are beaten up. I was using one the other day because I had some Pokemon bootleg with the GBA, so I was like, oh, I better test it on one of these DSs. I noticed like the D-pad doesn't even work on it. But I'm like, hey, I still have this color with DS, it kind of counts. I think we're about to hit EGX. Yes. It took us almost an hour and 20 minutes. For you that was playing a football game, that would mean we're about to go to penalties. You can watch a football game that went all the way to penalties in this time. I don't know why I'm using that as a, but I think 120 minutes is the only way I can think of. Oh wait, no, why am I saying that? It's an hour and 20 minutes. No, that's just normal time. Why am I saying, I mean 120, 100, I am losing it, guys. I am 100% losing it. We're gonna just lose it to the EGX, so I can put 120 EGX walk around. Yay! We can go to the Lego Fortnite store. This is really cool. Lego Fortnite, I think it's kind of where EGX starts. So it's like a Lego store. They got lots of bits. I need to find the Shadow the Hedgehog bike. I kind of want to find it. Apparently Sonic's also doing meet and greets. Even though I met him last time I was here at the trade show. You may have seen that video. Yeah, the trade show is wild because they have so many mascots. I always joke it's like Disneyland, but with non-Disney characters. But my dad, if these characters are all in a theme park, you know the lines for most of them will be really long. Oh yeah, they had the new Barney the dinosaur at the show, and I was like, oh wow, they're even like doing build sections. We got free drink section. I actually think I may. So I'm hoping this means a lot of people who come for EGX will now come for MCM. I think it's just, as long as they expand upon this EGX section. I will admit, unfortunately this year there really wasn't anything we wanted to play. But it's cool that people are getting their game. Here we go. I am swapping my camera hand for a second. We were so near the end. We were so near the end, people. We're almost near, wow, they're almost out the BB shops. I am so happy. I'm gonna go home and wear the BB top. I'll probably have a photo of me on my Instagram or Twitter or both. Me wearing the BB top. I let everyone know that I pay BB tax. Okay, these are some really nice figures. I know there's not like Berserk ones like this. Like most of the Berserk merch that exists is like this really big, high quality figures, which I can never afford. As you can see, there is a talk.
Rainbow's own unique IP.
There is the Star Wars Outlaws booth, which is weird because there is a really nice energy drink, Sneaks energy drink, and I'm like saving up my energy to get there so I can get another shot of energy because I'm going to need it to get around this last section. We got the alpacas. Wow, we're almost at 100 and we're almost at 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're like 8 minutes short. So it's kind of a shame there is no Genshin section. So there's got quite a few stands. We got the energy drink. Thank you.
Sorry, CJ's family. I'm so sorry. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Roxy, where did you go? Roxy,
Oh wait, it's just the one that do the cubes. I've definitely not been over here. It's interesting where they are placing some of the stalls. No, I don't think I've seen this one before. No, not the cubes I'm thinking of. No, definitely not this guy. We do have some old Japanese cards. Oh, they've got some vending machine series, but I got better prices on them at a different store, £2 cheaper. The ones that I picked up. And that's so random that that was the page it's opened on. It's the vending card machine series. And I was picking them up earlier. I was actually chatting to the guy who owned the store, or one of the guys said, "Oh, we work for this one." I was sure if he owned the store, and he was like, "I love the vending card machine series. I love it so much." Wow, so we're now in the video game section.
I know!
Oh, it was like, I have still not found Shadow the Hedgehogs. So they have the Ninja Turtles over there. Oh, this is like, I can't find Shadow the Hedgehog. I can't find Shadow the Hedgehog. I find Shadow. That was not set up. That is not set up. Please do not sit on Shadow's bike. That is really cool. I must make sure I chapter that. Guys, you found Shadow the Hedgehog's bike. You can't sit on it though, guys. Don't sit on it. There's the Ninja Turtles over there. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. we're so near the end. So yeah, hopefully next time the EGX section is just a little bit bigger. There's some nice stuff there. I think this is the retro section over here. You know, I love the retro game. You've got the Amigo, the Amigo, Donkey Konga, that Taiko drum game that I never know the name of. Taiko no Natsu, that's it. It's Taiko no Natsu. See, I learned it in 5 seconds. I saw the, oh, it's the mini money game. I better walk away from it because that's copyrighted music, and it's probably from Japan. And trust me, I always remember. I mean, there's one video I'm just walking around like a book off, and it, like, you cannot release the video because 5 seconds of this song I never heard of, and I went, oh wow, some of these songs are really like copyright protected. Like to the point they cannot appear on YouTube at all. Oh my days, it's the Amstrad console. So there's this guy called Sir Alan Sugar, or Lord Alan Sugar now, and he's kind of notorious. He bought Tottenham Hotspurs, which is kind of the banter club, what a lot of people called it. He had a company called Amstrad. He hosted the UK version of The Apprentice. He is essentially the UK version of Donald Trump, to the point where he actually did have a period where he was trying to become the mayor of London. It did not go very well. We didn't vote him into power. But yeah, that console there was his attempt to break into the video game market. Understand, that console there is an 8-bit console. So you're like, oh, okay, cool, it competed with the Master System and the... No. Both the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo were already out at that time in the UK. So Alan Sugar was like, hey, I'm going to, like, you know, catch up with Nintendo and Sega by essentially releasing a console that is only as powerful as their previous gen console. And don't forget, actually, the Master System sold pretty well. They always kind of sold the Master System as like the budget console for people. I mean, they like put Sonic on it and stuff like that. And yeah, it went as well as you can imagine. So every time I see that console, it just makes me laugh. I had the chance to buy it once at a Casco. I mean, they wanted 50 quid and it didn't have the wires with it. And I was like, I buy it. I regret every day. I could have freaking owned the Amstrad too, the Amstrad console. I wanted to own the Amstrad console. I would never play it. It would just sit on my shelf. Be like, why did you buy the Amstrad console? Oh wow! So we're near the end. We're about to hit 1 hour and a half. You could tell I'm just relying on that energy. But I'm getting you around this last section. I'm getting you all around this last section. We're going to do it, everyone. We're going to do it. Oh, and I got to go back and get a picture with the Dragon Ball thing. I just remember that, because that's going to be the thumbnail. Big cream cheese again. Oh, I should try to do the Cartman pose. You know, when he becomes a state agent. Oh, I even got the 3DS display. Oh my days, they got the Virtual Boy. That is so awesome. Guys are gonna make you play the Virtual Boy. I like they got all the horrendous consoles. They got so many arcade machines. I don't think I've seen a load of these since I was a child. They got Dance Dance Revolution or Dancing Stage, because I think in Europe they called it Dancing Stage. because the DDR is something in Germany, which I don't think they particularly wanted to reference. And that was a lot that if an A gets changed because of something else in Europe that isn't really affected, a lot of 90s like European releases, the English release was always like linked to it. That's why we have to wait ages to get stuff, because they were waiting to translate other stuff. Oh, is this the drag story time? I really love that sort of thing.
Who was the killer in the original movie?
Oh, it's the pub quiz. It's the pub quiz. I love this sort of thing.
Yes, of course, Mrs. Corey's.
Yes.
This is not, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'm normally good at quiz. I'm lucky. I have a lot of very smart friends who take. I was talking to my friend, and he does more like Warhammer events and fighting fantasy events. And I was like to him, like, "Yo, so are you that group at the con who was like really good at pub quizzes, and you walk in, and you can sense other people being like, oh look, it's a group that's really good, or are you the group that just takes it really?" And he just went, yeah, wait a second, it's like, I can't, like, you really look like, I'm like, yeah, Enemy Con, we're like the group who are like, we're sitting there, and it's like, question will come out, and you'll go, right, over to like our expert, and then our expert's like, I don't know the answer, we're all like, what? I'm fine, it's on the line. Don't worry, someone nerfed me. Someone who may nerfed me in one of the quizzes. She even said, you have become too powerful. So I made sure to put some questions in there. I was one of our team members who normally will easily get a question or two that no one else would get. And it was like, I think we lost by 1 point. So yeah, I got dethroned there. And here we are, right at the end. I can't believe I did it. 1 hour and 33 minutes so far. Can we make it 1 hour and 30? And this is like the fantasy section. And I think that's about it for Comic Con, and then I think we're over to this last little. Oh, and they got axe throwing. I went and did that in Birmingham in the summer. I went with that in the best place where they did it. It actually felt really amazing throwing the axe. I had a lot of like pent up stuff, and it was like, oh, it was so good. Like, I actually do strongly recommend axe throwing. You know, I did it on one night. It was more of a. And here is the tabletop zone. I was over here as our last stop. So I think it's just over there. They have some cards. And this is it. This is the end of our Comic Con walk around. I've pretty much been around the whole thing. I hope you have enjoyed. Right, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please smash that subscribe button. Don't forget we're Anime UK. We take a British look at the world of anime. See you again soon. Bye.